Hi water peeps, I'm Melanie Florence and this is Miss Melly Flows Vibe Life. This is the weekly hot tea for the water people. So if you've got a lot of water in your charts or you are looking at your emotions and your emotional connections, then this is the reading for you. So this week is a little bit interesting. We're in between Halloween and Friday the 13th. So I've still kept the witchy cards out and we're going to draw a few cards from a few different decks. So we'll get a general feel for what's going on in the background, and then I'm going to do a Greenwood reading with the Greenwood deck that for the reading. So and see what we've got this week. So I've been reading the Greenwood for about 25 years. So I decided to make this channel so that I could share the love. So here we are, straight up. Let's go. A blessing for resolution. All right. So if there's been something that is not resolved, if you've got past things that have been sitting there, this is a blessing for those to be resolved, a blessing for resolution. So that is from the Blessed Bee deck by Lucy Cavendish. All right, so a card from the, what is this? This is a Spellcaster's Oracle. Oh, cool. All right. The Truth. This keeps coming out. This is the third in a row, to be honest. The Truth. This is either the truth about things or for your resolution. So it's a blessing of resolution for yourself. So we're looking at this as the truth for you. And the truth will come out. This has been interesting. This week is a week of truth. So don't be surprised if you hear it coming out from people. And from, you know, you're searching for the truth is also what's coming from these. Okay. Interesting. All right. So I am going to be doing some tarot tutorials. I've been reading tarot for a long time, so I decided this year, and I got given a lot of decks, and I've collected a few decks. I collected this decks this year. What's in the box? There's plenty of decks that I'm going through. But I have noticed differences and similarities in the cards, so I'm going to do some tarot tutorials and break them up. I'm going to break up the suits and probably the upper arcana into half and go through them and go through comparisons of the decks and see the differences and the similarities in the different decks that are out there that I've got. And there's so many, plenty with different themes. So, from the Goddess Dream Oracle, we have abundance. Right, so this is the truth, maybe in abundance. Count your blessings. There you are. We've got an abundance card inside of all of that for you. Welcome abundance. See it around you. See the grace. See the grace and the abundance around you. Abundance isn't just about money. It's about love. It's about leaves on the trees. It's flowers in your gardens. It's the butterflies. You know, it's the ebb and flow. All right, so from the Earth Magic deck, I have the Green Man. This is a good game I'm playing this week. All right, so the Green Man. So this is a real earthy connection to your, you know, your place on the earth and how you're bringing that to the earth, and you know, really being connected with the animals and really being connected with things that are around you. That abundance that's around you. You know, the Green Man by nature doesn't actually like people. Like, so he's a tree and an animal dude. Like, and inside of this we've got an unfurling, an unfoldment with a lotus flower. That really nice layers that unfold as we go in our time. Alright, water peeps. That's really interesting. So, interesting is my word this week, apparently. Okay. Alright, we're going to move into the Greenwood. So, this is a really Celtic deck. It really comes into, and the Greenwood reading is about really looking at what your conscious will and what your subconscious and what your drives are and what the challenge inside of that is for you. So I'm going to turn it down so you can see the reading on my pink mat because I keep changing them up. Alright, and here we are. So, the first card inside of this is your present state. That's where you're at. Okay. Present state for the water peeps. Yeah, so if you're interested, I'm probably going to upload them one a week because there's a lot to them. Oh, jeez, I love this card. Okay, your present state. It has to be one of the most beautiful cards in this Greenwood deck. And it really is about being that innocence. And when we're talking about the Fool is zero. The Fool is actually not part of the upper arcana. It's originally by itself. It is the card that moves around the game. This is the self. This is your innocence. This is jumping out. This is trusting where your spirit is leading you. You know, taking just that small bundle of yourself and really letting go, even maybe not taking that bundle with you, really not taking your baggage. Your spirit has already left. You just got to trust your wings to fly. All right, water peeps, love it. Trust your wings to fly. Okay, so the next card is the spiritual mediator. All right, so this is the next energy that surrounds you. We've got your present state, which is like the yoke, and then this is the white. This is what you would meditate on, your spiritual mediator. All right. Celebration. It's time to celebrate what you've got. It's time to celebrate the abundance around you. It's time to meet your people. It's time to, you know, this card is a marriage card. It could be a marriage of people, but it's really celebrating your spirit, what the strength of your spirit is. There's 4 walls of your spirit. What makes that? Your home, your friends and family dancing around the fire. As the seasons turn, as the sun sets, this is a beautiful spot for us to sit. Celebration. Celebration of our life, celebration of our people, maybe marriages and commitment, but this is a celebration of our spirit being and our passion being in a fire element. Alright, so the next card is your conscious will. Alright, this is an earthy protector. This is essential, being really connected. And so, you know, this is right with our green man. This is our earthy mother card, our earthy queen, which is really digging in the garden, like from the dirt from yesterday under my nails, from the weeding, but really protecting what you got in this really sensual, strong sort of way. You know, she pays her bills, she looks after her stuff. So this is either someone who is this, or this is you embodying these traits. All right, so the next card is your driving force. It's what's driving you in this situation. All right. So this is clearance. So clearance is about, it's a 7, so it's healing, and this is wands. So this is of your spirit, of your passion, and your beliefs, and your faith. And this is sort of clearing out old beliefs. So you're not the person that you were yesterday, and you're allowed to say, I've changed. And you're allowed to believe in new things. You're allowed to have new information and clear out the old information. So this is really doing a spiritual backburning. You know, going through your garden, doing the weeding, cutting down those old limbs, really thinking about whether those old rigid ways are serving you anymore. We're allowed to evolve on a spiritual level, and as a being, we're allowed to say, I'm not who I was yesterday. And that's on a sexual level, that's on a spiritual level. You're allowed to evolve, you're allowed to clear, and you're allowed to change, water peeps. That's your driving force to change, and on a very spiritual level. Okay, 7, healing. All right, so the next card is your unconscious empathy. That's what you unconsciously think. The universe is generous. You know, so we go through a rebirth every once in a while, and when we do that, we really do pour our ingredients back into our pot and recook ourselves, I guess. You know, remake our soup. This is about one step further, where we can feel the generosity of the love around us. This is like playing it forward. If you pour the cup into somebody else's cup, somebody else is filling your cup. You know, we're always filling somebody else's cups, and our cups are being filled by different people, and this is a real unconscious empathy. So you may be looking at where that generosity is, but there's an abundance. There's an abundance in this truth for you, you know, in this resolution in you, gaining this green man, unfurling. Really? All right, so what is the challenge inside of this? Challenge is for me to literally clean the dirt out from under my nails, because I literally did some gardening on the curb the other day because I want to be able to walk out without burrs. Okay. Oh, the challenge is starting a new foundation. So you might be moving, it might be a new job, it might be a new situation, it might be a new relationship that you've got a new foundation in. This is really quite physical. This is a physical challenge. All right, and it's not, the challenge of making money, it's actually laying that foundation. So if you're moving, good luck. If you are laying down a big new business, if you are, but the challenge is to make your foundation inside of this new evolution of yourself, like in this resolution, finding that foundation for yourself. That perfect spot where the light hits, it's perfect. Okay, camera, no. Foundation, we're shining a spotlight on that, people. Okay, so up here I'm going to put your healing element. I'm going to put it there. Challenge, right. Here is going to go your healing element. I'm going to move this, just a tiny bit. It's not, yeah, alright. So we're going to put your healing element here. What's going to heal you, water peeps? In this still witchy week, in the beginning of November, Friday the 13th from our Knights of Templar, Friday the 13th, October 1307, when the Knights of Templar were driven out of France and Italy. Good for some, bad for others, obviously. Alright. So your healing element is a spark of life. So kapow! New beginning. That's what this is. Kapow card. This is the bow of potential just there that is drawn back with this inspiration. With this spark of inspiration, this spark of life inside of you. What do you believe in? You cleared out all old stuff. What do you believe in? What's the new stuff? This is really empowering. This is taking it on, jumping out, celebrating what you are, celebrating knowing that you're strong and you're stable, and that the world is generous and you've cleared your path for this. This is you, pow, taking on this new energy, strong energy, water peeps. Ooh, that's your healing element. What's the outcome? What's the outcome? What have we got? Okay, so this is the High Priestess. This is embodying our wisdom, our maternal wisdom, our feminine, divine. This is a rebirth. This is really, no rebirth. This is nurturing those spots inside of us and really embracing the depths of our secrets and really embracing the depths of our intuition and our seer inside of ourselves. So this is a really strong intuitive spot that you've got to find this truth and to be in contact with your green man. It's time to jump. It's time to jump, and your soul knows it. And the seer backs that up, saying you've got it all. You know what you believe. You've gone through this. You've got that spark of life and creation and spirit inside of you, and we know that we need to embody that, embody our faith and what we believe inside of this card. Okay, so if you are looking for resolution, and the truth is out there, because the truth is inside of you. So water peeps, I really hope that does what are they called to say that resonates with you? Please let me know in the comments. I really hope that you really take on the challenge of your foundation with the spark of your life and your spirit. And so those two cards going together, it's like pow pow. We've got a new foundation that is a challenge, and our spirit is going to drive us through. So that is a great spot for the water peeps this week. I am making heaps of vids. Please hit like and subscribe if you like this. Share it with your peeps. And I really hope wherever you are that you're well and that you're healthy. Look after you and look after your peeps. The generosity is play it forward, and the abundance is there. All right. Love you guts. Catch you later.